Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I want to show, I want to play a clip, an audio clip. It's Joe Biden's speaking about Kabul, Afghanistan, and why he is withdrawing U.S. troops from Afghanistan. He gives a reason pertaining to the Afghani peoples, how the U.S. government aid them, and they're not able to stand on their own. And his reply, Joe Biden's reply and reason shows his psyche, what he believes, how he thinks. It's also the answer to why Joe Biden and the U.S. government, Democratic Party or Republican Party or U.S. government won't give black people reparation. Within the answers to the Afghani and the Afghanistani situation is also an answer why he won't give reparation to blacks in America. So let me play what he's going to say.
And he shifted the blame firmly on Afghanistan's leaders and their military.
We gave them every tool they could need. We paid their salaries, provided for the maintenance of their Air Force. We gave them every chance to determine their own future.
And then he posed this question.
So I'm left again to ask of those who argue that we should stay.
All right, so what Joe Biden said, and I will play it again.
Military.
We gave them every tool they could need. We paid their salaries, provided for the maintenance of their Air Force. We gave them every chance to determine their own future.
So, in that reply, some would say, well, he's not talking about blacks. It's a totally different scenario. But this explanation of his is showing to his thinking patterns, how he thinks. What he's saying about the Afghani and why the U.S. withdrawing, he's saying that he gave them every chance to do for self, and they're not able to do so, so they are withdrawing. He's giving you insight into how he's thinking, not him alone, but the American power structure, the white American power structure. And this is the same reason why the U.S. government and Joe Biden and his administration as president, why he would not do anything for blacks or give black people in America reparation, because they failed. The white people failed in America. They gave us affirmative action. They gave us affirmative action. Equal opportunities. They ended Jim Crow and segregation. They ended slavery. They did these things. So black people should be able to do on their own. They already produced the programs and the laws to assist us. And these laws they did to assist us, if we're not able to take advantage of these laws, like the affirmative action, and benefit from it, then our hands are clean. Same thing he's saying about these Afghanis. American government trained them, the soldiers. They invested millions into them. And if they're not able to produce and protect their own country, U.S. government will no longer do it for them. Same to give you into the psyche of the white man. This is how they also feel about every minority, in particular black people in America. This is the same opinion that they will hold for black people, but they will never say it on TV like this. They will never say it in the media like this. And this is why I want to show you. Even though he is speaking about Afghanis, he's showing you into his psyche, how he thinks. It's showing you, us as black people, the psyche of white America, the white supremacy. The reason why they will never give black people reparations in America, because they feel they already gave it to you with affirmative action, which actually crippled the black industry and destroy black businesses through the affirmative action with integration into white society. And they're using this type of thinking as an excuse not to give black people reparation from the millions of dollars that corporations made from free labor from black African slaves in America, who profited off of free labor from black slaves. They feel they don't owe us anything, just like they feel they don't owe the Afghani people anything. And why is that? Afghanistan was not in, government was in no problems. They said Afghanistan was in civil war. America created the civil war in Afghanistan. America created the problem in Afghanistan. American government invaded Afghanistan. American government destroyed and bombed Afghanistan. The Taliban did not destroy Afghanistan. The Taliban didn't destroy Afghanistan. The U.S. government destroyed the Afghani governments. The U.S. government caused civil war. The U.S. government profit from destroying Afghanistan by using their resources, by having private industries, private military industries who made a lot of money off of Afghanistan. Many white corporations in business, like George Bush Jr. and Rumsfeld, all of them had business dealing with Afghanistan related to those ops, those black ops, those private security companies who was in Afghanistan. All of them was making money. The poppy seeds, the opium, the military industry. All of them was making money in Afghanistan. And that's why the U.S. government was in there, making money from the war machine and drugs. They're going to turn around and blame the Afghani people, just like they turn around and blame black people for slavery. That's why when black people talk about reparation for blacks from the millions and billions of dollars, from the reason why America is so strong and powerful is due to the slave industry of America. America would not be where it's at today if it didn't have slavery. And many people, many companies profit off of the black free labor work, and they don't want to give black people industry. Just like you see Biden blaming the Afghani people for their problem when America created that problem in Afghanistan. And just like black people in America have problems, the same white people, the same Joe Biden, the same white people from the Democratic Party, the same Republican Party are blaming black people for their problem when the white American power structure created the problem in the black community through slavery, through Jim Crow, through red zoning. This is a good example. This is a good example why you don't put no trust into these peoples. This is a good example why you don't put no trust into these peoples, and their words don't mean, their promises don't mean nothing. Look what Afghani, look at them now. They're running for their lives. The traitors in their countries, the traitors in their country who help the U.S. government occupy their countries. Look, they're running from their lives, and the U.S. government left them there. They're showing pictures of American soldiers with their dogs on the planes. While the Afghani people, they won't even let them go on the planes. The ones who help them invade their countries. The same Afghan people who help the U.S. government to occupy Afghanistan and to milk their country. Look at them. They leave these peoples behind. This is a wake-up call. This should be a wake-up call for everybody, man. Especially for Muslims. It should be a wake-up call. For black folks, it should be a wake-up call. Because Joe Biden, what he replied right here, is a great example into the psyche of the white man. Why he won't give black people's reparation. Because they're blaming black peoples for the situation that black peoples are in, which was created by the white government power structure. And this is why black people shouldn't wait for reparations from the white man, because it's never going to come. It's never going to come. Many activists speak about reparation as this is one of the financial solutions that can bring black people in America out their financial situation. But in reality, it's never going to come. And this answer Joe Biden gave to the Afghanistans, what he's saying, the reasoning and why they're the way they are, and why the U.S. government is leaving, he's blaming the Afghanis for the problems when the U.S. government created the problem in Afghanistan. There wasn't no war in Afghanistan before the U.S. government went there. There was no civil war. They were not fighting each other. And the U.S. government made money off of this. Just like the U.S. government made money off the free labor of the slaves of African people. And they turned around and don't want to give black people reparation. 400 years of slavery in the U.S. 400 years of the white man creating his laws, his system to keep black people in a lower position, a lower level, a lower class, so the white man could thrive from his labor and his work. So the black man doesn't have any power or any financial power, because the black man having financial power equals to the black man able to compete with the white private companies, which they don't want to keep the power in the white hands. They would never give black people reparation. And just from Joe Biden's speech here to the Afghani peoples, it gives an insight into the psyche of Joe Biden. And I will leave on that end.